This is R.D. Sharma solution, class 11, chapter 26, ellipse. Very small or very short answer question. Now this is exercise, actually 26 is a chapter, there is no exercise number, but it is VSAQ. So this is question number 1. If the lengths of semi-major and semi-minor axes of an ellipse are 2 and root 3 and their corresponding equations are y minus 5 equals 0 and x plus 3 equals 0, then write the equation of the ellipse. So it is given that semi-major, what is semi-major? A. 2A is major, semi-major is A. A is given as 2 and B is given as root 3. Semi-major and semi-minor is given. So we have, so if you see A is greater than B, B is root 3, that is 1.732. So A is greater than B here. So this is the horizontal ellipse. Now y minus 5 equals 0, x plus 3 equals 0, these two are the equation. So what do you get here? In this, you get y equals 5 and x equals minus 3. The equation is given, x of these two lines when they intersect, is the axis when they intersect. So when we solve it, what are we going to get? Y equals 5 and x equals minus 3. So the center is, if these two were certain lines, y minus 5 equals 0, x plus 3 equals 0, that means y is 5 and x equals minus 3. So minus 3 and 5 is the center or center of this ellipse. So you have equation x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square. If you have another center than 0, 0, so you have to put h and k also. Equals 1. So what is h and k? This is h is minus 3 and k is 5. So x minus or minus 3, that is x plus 3 whole square. A square is what? This is 2. 4. 2 square is 4. Then you have y square, y minus k whole square, y minus 5, k is 5. By b square is root 3 whole square is 3. And this equals 1. Just resolve it. This will be the final equation. The question number 2 is saying, write the eccentricity of the ellipse and the equation is given. 9x square plus 5y square minus 18x minus 2y minus 16 equals 0. So let me do it actually. You know why? Because the next question which is coming, which is third question, is almost similar to this one. So if you see this one, these two are almost similar. So let me do this one first. This equation, this is 9x square I am taking. Now which is x term again, minus 18x. Now taking y term, 5y square, and then you have minus 2y. Now minus 16 I am taking on the right hand side. So we have to make it as perfect square. So what we'll do, x square and y square, we have to make the coefficient of x square and y square as unity. So I'm taking 9 outside, it will be x square minus 2x. X square minus 2x. And then we have this plus this 5 you take outside, y square minus 2. Now 5 you have taken out, so you have to divide it by 5. Equals 16. Now make it as a perfect square, make these two as perfect square. So x square minus 2x. So what we will do here is, take this coefficient of x, 2, divide it by 2, that will be 1. Square that term, 1 square, that is 1. Add and subtract. Because you are adding it by yourself, so you have to subtract also. But if I multiply it by 9 and into 1, then you have to add 9 on the other side also, just to make them equal. So what we have done, 9x square minus 2x plus 1, and then 9 we have taken on the right hand side, added 9 extra, plus 5, you have y square minus 2y. Now 2 by 5 is there, so you have to divide it by 1 by 5. 2 by 5 divided by 1 by 2, that is 1 by 5, square it, 1 by 5 whole square. So add 1 by 4 whole square, and we have to add this same term on the right hand side, but it is multiplied by 5. I am saying 1 by 5 square is what we got by dividing 2 by 5 by 2. But the scenario here is 5 is already there outside. So you have, if you multiply 5 with 1 by 5 square, you'll get 1 by 5. So this particular term you have to add on the right hand side also. Right hand side. So 16 plus 9 you have to add 1 by 5 on the right hand side. Whatever you do in the left hand side, same thing you have to do on the right hand side in order to make equality. So this will be x minus 1 whole square. 9 I am taking down, so 1 by 9 it will be. And 1 by 9, because 9 will go up if you take it up. Then you have this y, this will be y minus 1 by 5 whole square, and 1 by 5, 5 will come down. So y minus 1 by 5 whole square. And this total, if you add this is going to be 126 by 5. This whole, now divide both sides by 126 by 5. So x minus 1 whole square by 1 by 9 into 126 by 5 means 126 into 5. And there you get plus y minus 1 by 5 whole square divided by 1 by 5. And this 126 by 5 will also come. This equals 1. So this is x minus 1 whole square. And this is 126 by 5 nines are 45. Then you have y minus 1 by 5 whole square. My handwriting is very good, so don't go in that. 126 by 25. So this is a square. A square. One more thing is there. 126 by 45 and 126 by 25. Which one is higher? Which one is lower? 126 by 45 is lower than 126 by 25. So A is less than B here. That is, we are talking about a vertical ellipse, not a horizontal ellipse. A is less than B, right? So here we have, this is A square, 126 by 45 is A square. So x square by A square plus y square by B square equals 1. Now what we do here, A is less than B, eccentricity will be what? It will not be 1 minus B square by A square. It will be 1 minus A square by B square. As I said, it's A is less than B, not A is greater than B. Okay. So this is A square, this is B square. Just put these values. And this 126 gets cancelled. 5 by 9, 1 minus 5 by 9 is 4 by 9, that is under root, that is 2 by 3. Eccentricity will be 2 by 3. Right? So this is how we solve this kind of issue. And this exactly you have to do like this, same thing. Why we have to write the center and eccentricity of the ellipse. This is 3x square plus 4y square minus 6x plus 8y minus 5 equals 0. So now take 3 outside, x square minus 2x will be there. From y terms you take 4 outside, y square plus 2y will come. So this x square minus 2x, you have to add 1, because take the coefficient of x and y divided by 2, square them and add them. And you have to add the same term on the right hand side. You have x minus 1 whole square plus 3 plus 4y plus 1 whole square equals 12. So divide both sides by 12. What do you get? X minus 1 whole square by 4. This divide by 12, x minus 1 whole square by 3 4s are 12. So you have 4. That is 2 square. Plus y plus 1 whole square by 4 3s are 12. So by 3. So 3 square, that is, it has to be, it should come 3. So it should be root 3 whole square. A is 2 and B is root 3. A is greater than B. So eccentricity will be simply under root 1 minus B square by A square. 1 minus B square by A square. So this is 3 by 4. So under root 1 by 4, that is 1 by 2. Eccentricity 1 by 2. And what about the center? Center will be x minus 1 and y plus 1 was there. So just put it 0. X minus 1 equals 0 and y plus 1 equals 0. So x will be 1 and y equals minus 1. So this is the center. Now this is question number 4. PSQ is a focal chord of the ellipse 4x square plus 9y square equals 36 such that SP equals 4. If S dash is the another focus, write the value of S dash Q. Now this question involves a lot of things. So this PSQ is the focal chord. S and S dash. S and S dash. What is the focal chord first of all? Any chord which is cutting the axis, cutting the ellipse into two points and passing through the focus, that is called the focal chord. A chord which is passing through focus. So what we will do? See, this PSQ is there. It is a chord. So we assume and it's given that SP is given, length is given. SP is given as 4. So S dash is another focus. This S dash Q has to be found out. This length S dash Q. So in order to get S dash Q, we need to find out S dash and Q, these coordinates. So we have the equation given 4x square plus 9y square equals 16. So you have x square by 9 plus y square by 4 equals 1. So a square is 9 and b square is 4. So a is 3 here and b is 2 here. A is 3 and b is 2. So a is greater than b. That means it's a horizontal ellipse. Right? Horizontal ellipse. The eccentricity is, this is under root 1 minus b square by a square. So I'll just take you through all this. First, let us go step by step. So eccentricity is what? E is 1 minus b square by a square. B square, e square, I just told you. 9 by 4 or 4 by 9. So it will be under root 5 by 3. Now eccentricity we have found out. And we know that for any horizontal ellipse, we know the focus point or focal point. Focus F1, F2 foci. So this is AE comma 0. This is minus AE comma 0. So this point is AE comma 0. So we know A, we know E. We know A, we know E. A is 3. E is root 5 by 3. Multiply them. So 3 into root 5 by 3 is root 5. And what about this? So root 5 0 is AE 0. And this point, second focus is minus root 5 0. So these 2 points we got. Okay. Now the length of PS is known. It's 4. Length of PS is 4. Now we know the S point. We don't know the P point. And we don't know the Q point either. This is a focal chord. And this SP, this length is known. This length is known. And this we know for any ellipse. If you add the distance of any point from two focuses, it will be equal to 2a. Okay, this is the logic. This is the concept we discussed when we were discussing theory. That if you take focus to focus, take any point on ellipse and take the length. These two lengths, if you add them, it's going to be equal to 2a. 2a. This is 2a. Okay. This is SP is 4. From here to here, it's 4. And S dash P we don't know, but it's equal to 2a. 2 into 3. So S dash P will be what? So this S dash P distance we have found out. This is equal to 2. Now this P point we are assuming it to be N and M. And we know what is the distance of this N and M from minus AE comma 0. It's minus root 5 comma 0. So N minus of minus root 5. N plus root 5 M. So M, distance between M and N and minus root 5 and 0, this is the distance formula. This will be equal to 2. Because we just found it to be 2, there is one equation. Now SP we already know, it's given in the question, it's 2. So N M minus this root 5 whole square plus N minus 0 whole square under root. So this is going to be 4. So you got an equation here. Now these two equations, if you just subtract, if you subtract 2 and 3, these n square m square plus 5 will get cancelled. 2 root 5m and 2 root 5m will get added. So it will be 4 root 5m. And 4 minus of minus 12, that is going to be, so 4 minus 12 will be minus 12. So 4 root m equals minus 12 will come. And m will, from m you are going to get minus 3 by root 5. Now this m you put in any of the equation, second or 3. You will get n. So now the n and m are known. So now we have ae comma 0, minus ae comma 0 and n and m. Right? So now this, we still don't know the Q point. We still don't know the Q points. So now we will try to find out the 2 points by intersecting this ellipse with the straight line. So we have a line. How? See, if a line is passing through ae comma 0, which is root 5 0, and the slope is what? These are 2 endpoints. One point is minus 3 root 5, second is 4 by root 5. The second point is root 5 0. So y minus y1 equals y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, x minus x1. So you can find out the equation of this line. You can take x1 y1, x2 y2 like this. So you will get an equation. What is the equation? X plus 2y equals root 5. This is the equation you are going to get. Now this equation you are going to put in the ellipse. I hope you got the idea. See, an ellipse, a line is cutting. That line equation we have found out. Now put this equation of line in that ellipse so that you get 2 points, intersection point. So you can put this x as root 5 minus 2y. You can write it like this. Just put it here in this. X square by 9 plus y square by 5 like this. So just put this x, and either you can put x in terms of y or y in terms of x. That is, you are going to put x equal root 5 minus 2y in place of x square by y plus y square by 4 equal 1. I hope you got the idea. We have to find out the intersection of this line with this ellipse. So we'll get 2 end points of this chord. P is known. Q we are going to find out. So one point will be minus 3 by root 5, 4 by root 5. That is already known to us. The second point after solving this equation you are going to get is 66 root 5 by 50 and minus 8 root 5 by 50. These are the two, and this is the point Q. P is already known. M and N we have already found out. Q is by intersection of ellipse with line. So these 2 points are known. Now take the distance between them. P and Q distance, S and Q distance you have to find out. S dash Q. S dash was what? Minus root 5 0. And what is Q? Root 5, this Q is this points. So you have to find out the distance between S dash and P. Minus root 5 0 and 66 root 5 by 50 and minus 8 root 5 by 50. So 26 by 5 will come. My 26 by 5 will come. This is not a very small, very short answer question. This is a very big, it's quite misleading here. So this is question number 5. Write the eccentricity of an ellipse whose latest rectum is 1/2 of the minor axis. So latest rectum is 2b square by a, and this is given as half of the minor axis. What is the minor axis? Major axis is 2a, minor axis is 2b. So 2b, half of 2b. So we will get a relationship between them. So this 2b square equals 2 gets cancelled. You have a into b, b cancels. So 2b equals a. Now coming to the eccentricity, eccentricity is under root 1 minus b square by a square. In place of a, you put 2b. So a square will be 4b square. You just put 4b square here, b square cancel, 1 minus 1 by 4 is 3 by 4. So under root 3 by 4 is under root 3 by 2. This is the eccentricity. Question number 6. If the distance between the foci of an ellipse is equal to the length of the latest rectum, write the eccentricity of the ellipse. Eccentricity we have to find out. So the distance between the foci, that is 2 focuses of an ellipse. If I assume this to be a horizontal ellipse, what do we get? These 2 are focuses. So we have AE comma 0 and minus AE comma 0. So what is the distance between them? 2 AE. Now this 2AE is equal to the length of the latest rectum, and that is going to be 2B square by A. So what relationship are we getting from here? A square comes here, 2 gets cancelled. So A is B square by A square. E equals B square by A square, what we are getting from here. Now this we are going to use in the eccentricity equation. E under root E is equal to under root 1 minus B square by A square. In place of B square by A square, I am putting E. In place of B square by A square, I am putting E. So E equals 1 minus E. So E square equals 1 minus E, and just make it as a quadratic equation. E square plus E minus 1 equals 0. Now we'll solve it using the Sridharacharya formula. E equals minus B plus minus under root B square minus 4AC by 2A. So we'll compare this equation with AX square plus BX plus C. And please remember, this equation we are going to use again in the another question. So just see it very carefully. So E equals to minus B plus minus B is what? 1 minus B plus minus under root B square. B square is also 1 minus 1 into 1, 2. So 2 into 2AC, 4. So what do you get? By 2A, 2. So minus 1 minus root 5 by 2, 1 will be there, and minus 1 plus root 5 by 2. So in this negative, you cannot take it as a negative because eccentricity cannot be negative. We know this. So we are going to take as positive. Root 5 minus 1 by 2 will be positive because root 5 is a number which is higher than 1. So this is the answer, root 5 minus 1 by 2. And this we are going to do again, right? This part is going to come again. Question number 7 is, if S and S dash are the two foci of the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square equals 1, and B is an end of a minor axis such that triangle BSS dash is equilateral, then write the eccentricity of the ellipse. So let me tell you about this particular figure. So this is an ellipse. Here this S and S dash are what? Are focus, and B is a co-vertex. So whenever we take a point on an ellipse and take the distance from the focus and add them, if you take here SB and S dash B, so that will be equal to 2A. This I already explained you in earlier question, right? The fourth question, I told you about that, this concept. So SB plus SB dash equals 2A. Now this triangle is an equilateral triangle. That is, BS will be equal to BS dash equals to SS dash. All these three are going to be equal. So SB plus SB dash is 2A, and SB and SB dash are equal. Okay, and this is equal to SS dash. But SS dash, what is the distance between focus? Earlier question we have seen, it is 2AE. So 2AE plus S dash is equal to this SB plus SB dash is what? 2AE, and this BS also 2AE, and this equals to 2A. This equals to 2A. So do you get? You get 4AE equals 2A, and from here you can get E as 2A by 4A, and you get 1 by 2. Eccentricity is half here. Question number 8. If the minor axis of an ellipse subtends an equilateral triangle with vertex at one end of major axis, then write the eccentricity of the ellipse. So let me show you the figure first. See here, if the minor axis of an ellipse, so this is minor axis, 2B is the minor axis and 2A is the major axis. Since minor axis is putting 90 degree, so this is vertex. Is it a 90 degree? No, it's not a 90 degree. It's just making an equilateral triangle. So we have to find out the eccentricity here. So this A, this is B, this is B dash. This is the triangle we are talking about. So we are taking B and B dash, which are the co-vertex. So this B. Now this triangle AOB, we are taking this triangle. We know that AO is A and OB is B, that is semi-major and semi-minor. So we can find out AB, that is this equilateral triangle, we can find out the side. Okay, so I'll just show you with the diagram what I'm talking about. I'm taking this triangle AOB. So this is the semi-major axis A, this is the semi-minor axis which is B. So what will be the hypotenuse, which is also the side of the triangle? This length will be equal to 2b, because these are equilateral triangle. AB will be equal to BB dash equal to AB dash. So under root A square plus B square equals AB. Now square both the sides. A square plus B square is 2b whole square, that is 4b square. So b square you can take it on the right hand side. A square will be 3b square. Now eccentricity, we know the formula. E will be equal to 1 minus b square by a square. In place of a square you are going to put 3b square. 1 minus b square by a square is 3b square. So just cut it. 1 minus 1 by 3 is 2 by 3, under root 2 by 3. And that is going to be your eccentricity. Now this 9th question. If a lattice rectum of an ellipse subtend a right angle at the center of the ellipse, then write the eccentricity of the ellipse. Now see here, see this figure very carefully. Lattice rectum is a line which passes through the focus and it cuts two points on the ellipse. It's a horizontal ellipse, we assume. So now this lattice rectum is subtending a 90-degree angle at the center. What does it mean? See, it is not S dash, it has to pass, this lattice rectum should pass through the focus. Always remember, lattice rectum will pass through the focus. So this is 90-degree angle. What I am trying to suggest here is, this is our ellipse. This is our, this is focus and this is you can say center. So this lattice rectum is having a 90 degrees subtending at the center. So let us mark it. This is A and B and this is O. So this is 90 degree, that is OA square plus OB square will be equal to AB square. That is simple Pythagoras theorem. Now you see, this point is 0, 0. What is this point? AE comma 0. So the x coordinate is AE. So this will also be AB. Lattice rectum, wherever it cuts the ellipse, this is also AE, both points, the x coordinate. And the length of the lattice rectum is 2b square by, that is the length above x-axis is b square by a. So y will be b square by a, because whole length is 2b square by a. So we'll use the distance formula, OA square. OA square is what? AE minus 0 whole square plus b square by a minus 0 whole square. This is OA. And because of symmetry, you see OA and OB are equal. I hope you got the idea. Let me tell you again. OA, OB, any distance you take is going to be same. And you can find out the distance also. AE, this AE comma minus b square by a. Okay. So AE minus 0 whole square and minus b square by a minus 0 whole square. They are going to be same, because there is only 0. The other coordinate is 0 and we are going to square eventually. So they both are same. So what you will do? B square by a minus 0 whole square plus AE minus 0 whole square. This is whole under root. So you are going to get b square square, that is b4. A square square is a square. AE square is a square e square. So this is twice. OA and OB are equal. So OA square plus OB square, you can write it as 2 OA square. And this 2 OA square is nothing but 2 into this a square e square plus b4 by a square. Okay. This is what you are going to do. And this is equal to OB. This is equal to AB square. And AB is what? AB is the lattice rectum. We know that it is 2b square by a. This is equal to 2b square by a. So we are squaring it. 2b square by a is 4b to the power 4 by a square. So now see here. Multiply 2 inside if you want. And then you see this b4a square. This goes on the right hand side. So 4b4 a2 minus 2b4 a2 is equal to 2b raised to the power 4 a2 a square, that is. Okay. So you are going to get a square e square as b raised to the power 4 a square. From here you can get e square. E square. E square is what? B raised 4 a raised 4. Now you can take the under root. So you get b square by a square. Okay. So what do you get here? B square by a square. So this is eccentricity is under root 1 minus b square by a square. Now b square by a square is already e. It will be e is equals under root 1 minus e. And as I suggested you, we have already done a question like this C, 6th question. And we know the solution. We will directly put the solution answer here. E will be under root 5 minus 1 by 2. You are going to ignore the negative stuff, negative part. Okay. So this is all about this exercise. We are going to take the MCQ in the next discussion. Till then, thank you so much. Take care of yourself.